All right, Lego friends, welcome to Jurassic Park gate. Right. So yeah, here's my version of the T-Rex Rampage gate. This is what I've been working on for 3-4 days now, and yep, you'll find my gate built quite differently from the T-Rex Rampage set gate. I did kind of follow the instructions, went to lego.com, downloaded the instructions for the T-Rex Rampage, but all I really cared was that I had the gate, and certainly smaller than what the T-Rex Rampage set is. You know, their gate is a whole nother one of these sections up, and then all this stuff up above that, and then even higher to accomplish all this nonsense. And of course, I didn't need all this nonsense. And I'm not completely done yet, obviously. But I built up my own doors with just miscellaneous parts. I kind of loosely followed the idea of the T-Rex Rampage set. On these pieces down here, they had some nice slope pieces that cover all of that. That looks all nice, but I'm not going to worry about that for the time being. And then back here, just what looks like a wild contraption for the gates. But there, you know, I thought all this time there would be some kind of actuator to run these gates, but no, there isn't. You would just push them open like this, and then they kind of pull closed, which is nice. Shockingly, I had all these parts. The colors are different than what are in the T-Rex Rampage set. And again, I made my doors one of these sections shorter. And you can see, too, that in the original T-Rex Rampage doors, these are all brown, and that's your surface. I only had one of these here. So I said, okay, well, I'll just build the door, secure it here, and then I'll cover it with different brown pieces up here. So probably my only regret, and I'm not going to worry about too much, is that I don't have these angled pieces here that make it look kind of like a barn door. Like I could do some kind of design there if I wanted to. But what I did have was some of these wood tiles, which I really like. And then not do anything fancy with the torches. I'm not going to have them powered up here, but I just dropped in these on the snots. These little guys here to hold up some candle flames there. And then, of course, we bought our stickers for the gate, bought them off of eBay, and then kabam, built up the gate part right here. So I'll show you where that goes on here. It becomes pretty obvious when you're looking at this thing, I guess. But yep, right there. That just goes right in there. Kaboom! Hey, in there. And there you go. And that's going to be our Jurassic Park. Aha! So yeah, what you're probably figuring out, much like myself, is that I wanted to have the gate. I wanted to have each scene of the movie as it goes through. Like I thought of building big canyon there with waterfall and a helicopter, and then the Brachiosaurus here, and then the Triceratops research there, and then the visitor center. I really thought that would be an ending scene, but I would have the gate, and then I'd have the T-Rex breakout along with the bathroom. We'd have somewhere Dennis Nedry and the Dilophosaurus, and all kinds of good stuff there. But there's just no way that that's going to work. I don't have enough room on these tables. So I think instead what I'm going to do is do on this table a couple of scenes at a time and do some video. So we got the Jurassic Park gate here, but I think I'll start with the Brachiosaurus discovery and the Triceratops research. Maybe just do that, and then we'll switch into something else. But this was the big challenge, getting this Jurassic Park gate mocked up here. So I just used a lot of my masonry. Obviously, I had a bunch of these long light blue gray bricks pieces, if you will, from the pab. So I just built my wall up that way. Nothing fancy. There's a little bit of space back in behind there, which I'm fine with. And then the doors just sit on one of those Technic pins. And then there's all that wild stuff they did back here with Technics and gears and these guys. This was really fun, but I actually had a few of these from different sets available to use. Believe it or not, that buildable Ray actually came in handy because she had 3 of these black Technic pieces here on the buildable Ray. So that was worthwhile. $11 well spent. But there it is, by golly. Jurassic Park gate. Yeah, it sure ain't pretty from this side. But, you know, even in the T-Rex Rampage set, they don't do anything fancy back behind there. They built a bird's nest right here. Otherwise, all this is more or less visible in the back. They don't really show you too much of covering back there. In fact, yeah, you can see it here. It's all just a mess back there. That never gets covered. This stuff gets covered. And then if you go down, these are your scenes from the movie. So these get covered, but all of this is still showing. And then you have a bird's nest here. It took me a while to figure out what that was. I thought they were building up a contraption to run the doors, but no. It's just a bird's nest, I think, with some eggs. Yeah. And then some foliage, fauna stuff. Otherwise, all this is just wide open. Kind of odd, right? But I don't need anybody to see from behind there. So yeah, this is all I needed was the T-Rex Rampage instructions, and then modified it myself. I had to jump up and down quite a bit through the instructions because I wanted to mock up a door. And then I figure if I'm making it smaller, that's not a big deal. I'm just reducing the size of my wall. And I don't need that angle or all those scenes that they had in here. That's what they've got in the T-Rex Rampage set. They've got all these different scenes. Wasn't planning on doing that. I just need a gate so that I can make that quick little scene with the Jeeps leaving the visitor center, getting ready to go to the T-Rex breakout, right? So I think, in fact, that's probably what I'll do, is have the gate and the T-Rex breakout as one big scene on the table here. Just got to get my stickers on. That's not nerve-wracking. But yeah, that should be fairly easy. And I'm going to do this sticker like I always do. I'm going to cut out in scissors the whole thing, and then I'm going to peel some of this away and cut off the backing, and then place it perfectly to where I'm completely happy with it, and then peel the rest of the backing off as I lay it down there. Well, no problem, right? No pressure. Should be fun. But that's it, little update for you on the T-Rex Rampage modified Jurassic Park gate. Any questions, comments down below? I'd love to hear them. Hope you all are having a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Life's a brick. Tell your friends, like, and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.